Welcome back to 8West. Our expert in estate planning, David Carrier, has talked before about PACE. That stands for Programs of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly. And now there's someone on his staff that is his expert in that field. Let's welcome David back to the program along with Matt Murphy. Okay, I know we want to talk about PACE, but first...
No, you know what I want to talk about?
A big event.
How come wait, we just had the tailgater thing out there with the bean dip and everything? What do we got to be in here for?
We can get you some of that after your interview.
All right, I'm just saying.
Want to keep you happy.
Well,
so you just had a big event where a lot of your staff members came out. Tell us a little bit about it and why it was important.
Well, every year the Alzheimer's Association has the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's their biggest fundraiser during the year. There are several events that lead up to it. And it was just a couple weekends ago at Millennium Park. Terry DeBoer, you know, our favorite, right? She's keynoting the thing again. As she has for the past several years. And so it's a way to raise money for Alzheimer's research. As at this point, there's no cure, there's no treatment for Alzheimer's. Hopefully we'll get to that point, but not yet. And so that ongoing work is so important. In the state of Michigan, hundreds of thousands of people have Alzheimer's, and 2/3 of them are women. Who knew?
Wow, who knew? You know, a lot of people are talking about your motto, and it's preserve what you own to protect what you value. And that's exactly what you're teaching people in the community.
Well, you know, so important because our clients, they've worked their whole lives, they've saved, they've paid their dues. You know, there's a difference between the number on your pay stub and the number on your paycheck, right? I mean, it's been going to support these programs through your, your tax dollars at work. And so what we encourage people to do is take advantage of the help that's out there. You know, when 2/3 of the Alzheimer's victims are women, well, who do you think is caring for these people? Well, it's the husbands. And, you know, one of the problems, and this is why we're such big fans of PACE, one of the problems is guys don't like to ask for help, right? And they can handle it, My own dad, he's when he was in his mid-80s, he's 92 now, but in his mid-80s, he was getting 2-3 hours of sleep a night caring for my mom.
Wow.
You know, that's what he was doing until my sister was the one who dialed 911. Well, you know, there's a lot of fear about reaching out for help, reaching out for the long-term care, because most people think it means, oh, now we got to go to the nursing home. And so they put one foot in front of the other until, you know, all the resources are gone, their choices are gone, and it's up to somebody else to determine what their values are.
Yeah, and for the care provider, that can really take a toll on them financially and emotionally and physically. So Matt, welcome to the team with David Carrier. Why don't you tell us exactly what PACE is and explain it to our viewers?
So PACE is a wonderful program that helps seniors 55 and older remain at home, really. So it keeps people in the communities that they love, their church, but it brings apart primary care physicians, adult daycare center, so maybe they're not safe to be at home all day. But with the PACE program, they can go to a center 2-3 days a week, have home care the other days of the week. They're covered, and their spouse can still work. So 55 is the age limit.
Yeah, so why is this a huge benefit to people, and why don't people know about this?
It's been around actually since the early 80s, so we want it to become a household name, so that's why I'm proud to be on the David L. Carrier team and promoting this. So we're working on our workshops, and we've had 5 already, and they've been very successful, innovative, and fun. So
yeah.
You know, one of the problems you got though is nobody wants to leave home, and it's like if I reach out for help, boom, my spouse is off to the nursing home. Well, who wants to go to the nursing home? Nobody. We get that.
Well, I know people, they're interested in learning more, and you have several workshops that are coming up.
Here they are. In Holland, at our Holland office, at our Grand Rapids office, and also up in Norton Shores. The reason for this is you can stay at home. You can get the care that you need. You know, the people in the PACE program are dedicated to people staying at home. It's an alternative, not a stepping stone. To a residential long-term care facility. It's an alternative. And the sooner you get started on it, you know, the sooner you do the outreach. Whether you're, you know, 2/3 of the time, it's the caregiver spouse who dies first. That's because they wear themselves out. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you know,
help is available. Yeah, and this is the perfect time at these workshops to start that conversation, to get more information and get those tough answers or tough questions answered, because it's never too early.
Right.
You know, and when it becomes a medical crisis, your options are limited. So if you start planning, you come to a workshop, you get all these options. We talk about all kinds of programs in that workshop. But if you were to wait until a crisis and you're in the hospital, your options are now limited. You're not going to qualify for PACE because you need something now. So,
Yeah, and David, for these workshops, how can people get a hold of you and actually register? Because I know that this fills up very, very quickly.
Well, you know, we just the series of workshops we've been doing in September, they filled up. And so we added another one this Thursday because we were filled up. But if you go to the website or give us a call, 361-8400, 8400-361, or you go to the website. Website's probably the best way to do it because you can sign up right there online, get your confirmation. And they're free, you know, there's no charge to go to these. But it is the way to get the ball rolling, to get the process started.
Well, thank you so much to both of you. Matt, welcome to the team, and David, wonderful information as always.
Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. Now, can we get some snacks?
We can go get some snacks.
All righty, that's all.
All right, don't go away. We've got a lot more 8West coming up right after this break, live from the Media Arts Center at the Grand Rapids Art Museum.